I know what you're thinking again. Hey, I thought we were done with this Strawberry Festival stuff. Well, I'm not there. This is just a picture. Ha ha. I'm really at home. But there is something that I didn't get to that I think I should get to, which is what happened with Kathy Garver. I've failed to mention anything about that up until now, haven't I? Well, I left that out just so I could make a video on its own about that. So what happened with Kathy Garver? Did I get to meet her? Did I get a picture of her? Did I get an autograph? What about it? Huh? Well, shut up and I'll tell you. All right, well, if you watched the video of the pre-parade stuff, you'll know that I saw her getting ready in her car to go out on the parade route as Grand Marshal, Celebrity Grand Marshal. They have two Grand Marshals. One's a Grand Marshal and they have the Celebrity Grand Marshal. And if you didn't watch that video, how dare you? Well, all right. If you didn't watch that video, here's what happened.
Oh, there she is. Oh my God, there she is. There's Kathy Garver. I don't know if I'm allowed to go up to her or not. If I see other people do it, I will. I just don't know right now. I'm feeling very starstruck. Yeah, she's the third car, so. All right. Wish me luck. See y'all later on the parade.
All right, so for anybody who doesn't know who Kathy Garver is, she was on a TV show called Family Affair in the 1960s, where she played the big sister of twin orphans Buffy and Jody, who moved in with their Uncle Bill after their parents were killed in a car accident. Real great premise for a comedy show, huh? Well, that's what it was about. And just to refresh your memory, in case you kind of remember,
no place like home. No, indeed there isn't, sir. A week in Hollywood was fun, but, well, now it's back to work and school.
Hey, Bob, let's go figure out who we're going to conk on the head with this bottle.
Children, there'll be no conking on school property.
Gee, never thought I'd hear from him again.
Who?
Ralph Van Dyke. He wants me to come up to the prom at West Point next week.
What's a new one, huh? Ralph Van Dyke.
He's so handsome, Uncle Bill. He's taking me to the most important social event of the whole year. There's no telling what this might lead to.
Marriage.
Oh, he is a catch. Any girl would be so lucky to... No, not marriage. Not to Ralph, or to Steve Hunter, or to Milford.
Milford.
Or Harry, or Chuck, or Vincent, or Pete.
What happened to Greg?
so that's Kathy Garver. She also did some other TV shows, TV movies. When she was a child, she was in the Ten Commandments. She had a small part in that. She also did some voiceover work. and I think she's been on stage, and she's had a pretty long career. And so after that video that you saw of me swooning over seeing her, I went across the street right behind the car that she was sitting on and waited to see if anybody else was approaching her, because at first all I saw were uh, festival officials talking to her, getting her ready, I guess, telling her what to expect and all that. And after a couple of minutes, I saw some just random people going up to her and talking to her, and they took some pictures with her. And I thought, okay, this is my chance. So I took a deep breath. I walked over to the car and I said, Ms. Garver, do you think I could get a picture with you? And she was very nice about it. She said, okay, and took a picture. And you can see that picture in the thumbnail. Unfortunately, she just kind of leaned over. She didn't, get out of the car and stand next to me or anything. So we kind of had to scrunch into the frame together. And her part of the picture turned out fine, but from the way I was angled and turned and everything, I don't like the way I look in that picture. That's why I'm not going to show you a full picture of it. You can look at the thumbnail. That's all you can see. I'll show you a close-up of her. There she is, but as far as me, you don't get to see that up close. Sorry. You want to see that up close? Come over and look at it on my wall in my bedroom. You can see it. So after that, I told her I was a big fan, that I'm just a little younger than Johnny Whitaker, and that growing up, me and my little sister watched them all the time. And I showed her a picture of myself and my little sister, whose name happens to be Jody, because on the show, the little kids' names were Buffy and Jody. And she thought that was pretty neat. And I showed her this picture of us. And she said, wow, you really could have been Buffy and Jody. And then I also showed her a picture of myself and my little sister along with our big sister. And I said, we kind of felt like we were you guys. I showed her this picture. I know you can't see it very well, but take my word for it. We look like Buffy, Jody, and Sissy. And she even said, wow, you guys were like a real life family affair. And then I asked her if I could get an autograph, but that she declined. She said, I'm going to be signing and meeting people after the parade over at the festival. You can come see me at my booth, number 323. And I said, okay. And I thanked her again for taking a picture with me, and that was that. Then, after the parade, I went over to the festival grounds to see her in her booth. When I got there, the booth was empty. There was nothing there. And I thought, well, maybe it's a little early, so I took a walk down Main Street and found a thrift store down there and went inside and looked around for some old records. And I think I already said something about this. I found a Steve Martin record, an Eddie Murphy record, a Spike Jones record, and a Bill Cosby record. Yeah, I think I already said that. And after that, I went back to the booth area, and they were just starting to set up her table and get her. She was going to be signing. She had 3 books, I think. One was a cookbook, one was a memoir, and one was a family affair scrapbook. And they were just getting those set up, and she hadn't arrived yet. So I waited a little longer, walked around, looked at stuff, and finally came back, and there she was, getting ready to, meet people and sign stuff. When my time finally came, I walked up and said, hi, remember me? And she goes, oh yeah, I saw you at the parade. And I asked her if I could get one of her family affair scrapbooks. And she said, sure. And So she signed it for me, and well, it looks like this. This is going to be kind of awkward because I'm kind of doing this off my tablet, and it's not very easy to do this, but here, I'll open it up and show you. There's her autograph. It's not very clear, I know, I'm sorry. It says, "To Danny, with warm wishes, Kathy Garver." And I bookmarked a couple of places in here. She gave me some bookmarks. So you can see some of the pictures in here. There's Brian Keith. And there's Sebastian Cabot as Mr. French. And then there's, whoop, sorry. Told you this is going to be awkward. Here, let me just set it on the desk. There's Kathy Garver's page. It's full of all kinds of pictures and stories and real cool stuff. There's Buffy and Jody. And did I mark anything else? Let me see. I think I bookmarked a page with some really nice pictures of her. I mean, she was a looker. You can see it's full of all kinds of stuff. It's really nicely put together. I know I'm not doing it justice here, but there you go. One more time. Oops, sorry. Here's one of the bookmarks she gave me. That was the name of her memoir, Surviving Sissy. Okay, hang on. So after she signed that to me, we talked for a few minutes. I asked her what her favorite episode was. I told her what my favorite episode was. I said that I came by the booth earlier and thought I'd missed her, and she said, "Oh no, they took me out to lunch," and they took me out to lunch, and then I went over and took a tour of the Gem Theater, which I showed you, and she said that she's thinking about coming and doing her one-woman show there in the future. Well, of course, in the future. It's a stupid thing to say. Yeah, she says she's got a one-woman show that she's going to do where it's like a spoken word kind of thing. And what else did we talk about? Oh, I told her that I'd been waiting for her, and I went down to the thrift store. She actually asked me what kind of records I found. So I talked to her about that. I told her I found a Steve Martin record, and she goes, "Is he still around?" Way to keep in the loop, Kathy. Yeah, Steve Martin's still around. So then, after she gave me my book signed, I asked her if she was signing anything else. And she goes, "Oh, yeah, I got my cookbook and my memoir here." And I go, "I mean, if I brought something myself, would you sign it for me?" And she said, "Well, that's going to be another $5. Which I thought was kind of funny. I would have paid 10, but she only asked for 5. The book itself was 35. So I said, "Sure, I'll pay another 5. And what I brought for her to sign was this. Hey, doing this on the fly, like I said. This is let me straighten it out a little. This is a DVD I made on my own of the first 2 episodes of Family Affair. And she was kind enough to sign it for me for $5. But like I said, that's well worth it to me. To have a signed DVD of the first 2 episodes of Family Affair. And, well, I guess that's about it. I told her it was great to meet her. And she said it was great to meet you too, Danny. She actually said my name. Oh. And, the day was complete. So, there's your Kathy Garver story. And now, I'm finished with the Strawberry Festival for 2022. So you can all rest easy. I won't talk about it anymore. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for putting up with these, 12, 13 videos? Well, actually, there was more, because some of them were like 3A, 3B, 3C, or whatever it was. Quite a few videos. And now it's all over. And on to something else. See you later. Bye. Click.